been doing movie stuff for a little while, about a month and a half now, and I started this thing where I would go through new movie trailers. I would do like a 30-second short, maybe up to a minute, just my thoughts. And I did Aquaman 2, and I did Goosebumps. I may have done another one, but those are the two that I very remember doing. Um, and I went to go check what was new today, and I was generally so surprised. Usually you see one or two, or maybe you get some from a week ago or some from a couple of days ago. Today, I checked, we had 7 brand new trailers. 7. And you go back, there's at least 5 more from yesterday. And this, I can't even tell you. I would literally have to take an hour out of my day and count every single trailer we got in the past week because there is so many coming in. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix who dropped 3 or 4 trailers just today, around the same time. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty crazy and incredible. I mean, we have The Iron Claw, Candyland Lane, Wonka 2, The Curse, Leo, Bodies, Robbie Williams documentary. Those all came out 5 to 7 hours ago. Some of them maybe have just peaked yesterday, late last night, yesterday. 7. I as a movie fan, I check trailers maybe 2 or 3 times a month. I don't really like, when I see one on my feed, of course I watch it, but I've never like looked out for trailers. But when I did today, I've never found more than 7 new trailers in one day, and I've never seen more than like 10 or 15 trailers in 2 days, more like a week. Like, I am so surprised. So I was gonna go do a breakdown of one trailer, found 7 to 10 new ones that I wanted to break down, and instead of making 7 to 10 minute shorts, I decided just to do a video. It's usually the time I do post a video, so I may post a second video today. Um, it was crazy. I don't know. I would say my least favorite is probably the Robbie Williams documentary. I'm young. I don't really know. That's a music guy, so it's that one. That documentary is not made for me. Um, Bodies. That's also a Netflix one. A time traveling serial killer. Not really my field. At first, I was very intrigued, and then it did some time travel stuff, and I was like, okay, that's not really for me. Um, and Candy Cane Lane, I thought looked really bad. I wasn't intrigued. I was like, oh, it's Eddie. You're like, it's like, oh, so it's gonna be good. Of course, I checked it out, and I was weirded out. There was some curse, and it was like, I wish we got like, I don't know. I just didn't really like the trailer. I didn't think it was that good. So, but that's all right. But anything you get, I don't know. It's probably a good family movie. I'm sure a lot of people will see it. If you haven't, Candy Lane, uh, Candy Cane Lane, Christmas movie, looks fun, but I didn't think it was a very good trailer. I don't think the movie's gonna be very good either. Um, then you get into like the middle two. I thought Wonka 2. I thought Wonka was not a good movie idea. I didn't love the first trailer, and I really don't like this new trailer. I didn't laugh. I didn't think it was funny. I don't think it's adding anything new. I don't really know who the characters are. I'm very unhappy with the cast of the Oompa Loompas. Um, it's just not for me. I don't know if they're going for kids. Are they going for adults who grew up on the original the original movie, which I am, but I'm just not loving it. I don't like the trailers. I don't care for the movie. I barely hear any buzz, and then I hear a new trailer's coming out, and then it's a little bit of buzz, and then it kind of goes away. So we'll see if that does anything. The trailer too, I don't even know how many views I didn't. I like. I would say that Wonka two, Wonka trailer two is the biggest trailer that came out today, and I just thought it was mid. Um, One thing that I think a lot of adults are gonna love is The Curse. The trailer. One, you got some great actors. You got the great actresses in there. Um, so you have that for you, and then it's based off like the concept of these shows that adults are already watching, like Flip or Flop. Like you take the basis of that show, make it a movie, and add like a twist of a struggling family buying and selling homes to make a living, and then they're like failing, and then there's this curse. So I think I like that. It was one of my favorite trailers. I think I'm more excited to see that. I do believe it's a Showtime. Um, was it Showtime? I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. I do believe that one was a Showtime, and most of them were Netflix. Wonka was HBO. Maybe it was Iron. No, no, I lied. Candy Cane Lane and Iron Claw were Amazon. What else was next? Um, yeah, I would say what I would say my second favorite is Iron Claw. It's a Zac Efron is this. I believe he's the oldest son or the youngest son. I don't remember which son he was, but he's in this family of four boys and his dad, and they're all wrestlers. They grow up wrestling. Obviously, it's like I believe it's based off a true story. At least that's how they portrayed the trailer as like, oh, a true story of a family events and they're you know how they do the sports biopics. This is kind of what it felt like. It felt like a sport biopic. I'm hoping it is. I really like this trailer. I believe it's the first trailer that I watched this morning. I was like, oh yes, this trailer looks really good. I'm very excited. Zac Efron looks completely different. Like he's bulked up so much. He looks nothing like himself. I believe the youngest brother is played by one of the guys from Shameless. Never watched Shameless, but I recognized him through his face. He's got long hair. But they're all huge. They're all jacked. They're all wrestlers. They're all family. So it's gonna be some good family stuff, good action stuff. There's also a romantic side. You see Zac Efron is talking to a girl, and it looks like they get married. So it's gonna be it's gonna have some of that aspect that most biopics have. Um, I'd say that's my second favorite. My first favorite, surprisingly, is an animated Adam Sandler movie called Leo. He plays this 75-year-old, look like was it a iguana? I would say, or a lizard or something like that, and like he has the ability to talk to these students, and when the students start taking the class pet home for the week, and they switch off of which is responsible for the pet, and he starts talking to the kids, and they fall in love with him. The class pet becomes like the big. Everyone loves the class pet, and he helps with like family issues, and he uses old experience of these kids that have gone through, and it was really sweet. It was cute. I thought the trailer was good. I'm a big fan of Adam Sandler, so anything that he puts out, I like most of his stuff than a lot of people do. A lot of people are starting to push away from his movies, but I'm all here for it. Especially an animated kids movie. I'm really excited to see what that brings. And then there was a couple trailers throughout the week that I watched that I'm not really gonna mention. They all look kind of decent. Most of them looked underwhelming or overwhelming or just not didn't hit that sweet spot for me. Um, Out of all out of like the 10, 15 trailers that dropped this week, I doubt if I'm going to see any of them. I think maybe like some of the Amazon stuff I'll watch because we have Amazon. We don't have Netflix, but I'm really looking forward to this Adam Sandler movie. I might have to find a way to watch that. That looked really cute. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of Netflix stuff. So if you're a Netflix fan and you like some like crazy stuff that comes out of nowhere, I think you'd be very pleasant. You just go to the Netflix YouTube account and look up the recent videos. I'm sure there's probably more uh, trailers that I missed. So yeah, that was my trailer breakdown. I'm sorry that I didn't like get to break down each individually in more detail, but I had more time to explain what I was feeling about certain ones. Um, and also the concept of how many trailers dropped today and how surprising it was for me. So, if you like movie trailers, if you like movies, go check out these trailers. You can go on YouTube, go into the um, the accounts of the business. So Netflix has an account, Max has an account, um, Showtime has an account. What else? What else was there? There was Illumination. They have account. There's every single studio that makes movies. They have a YouTube channel and they put all their trailers, their official trailers,